It's Pooty! Shout out to the four-way verses with me, Frank, Luke, and Dylan. Oh my goodness, bro. If you haven't watched the four-way verses, you've got to go check out that project. It is so much freaking fun. I'm so proud of it. Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff. Rate my singing in the comments. I feel like that was a good 10 out of 10. I'm pretty proud of that performance, to be honest. Hey everybody, KingCorphish here, and welcome on back to episode 23 of our Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Egglocke. If you are excited for today's episode, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. I don't know why you'd be watching in episode 23 if you aren't subscribed, but if you're not, I'm just saying, I'm trying to hit 50k subscribers by the end of the year to prove Frank wrong. He doesn't think that we could do it. If you missed the last episode, it was up on the channel yesterday. Whoa, that was a pretty fun episode, I'll be honest. We took on the 7th gym leader of the Johto region, the Mahogany Town gym leader, Pryce, the Ice-type winter trainer. I gotta be honest, it was a ridiculous episode. It was a crazy episode. I'm pretty dang proud of the intro moment, I gotta be honest, okay? I thought the editing was pretty well. I think it was the longest intro moment in the series so far, with actually the craziest gameplay things I've ever experienced in Pokemon games, I'll be honest. So honestly, if you haven't watched it, it would mean a lot if you did go and check it out. Just, I don't know, it would mean a lot. But if you have already watched the previous episode and you're already caught up on how the series is going, let's hop into today's episode right here, right now, with a quick and powerful team recap. Now, I gotta be honest, I woke up not too long ago, and I feel like I start off every episode of Pokemon Crystal by saying that at this point, but I woke up not too long ago, and here we are recording the episode, okay? It's gonna be another tired episode. It's gonna be another delusional, delirious episode. I know you guys love it when I just try to do my tired commentary, okay? It's a little bit of a crazy time. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But first things first, I'm the realist. We've got Kaichiro, our Koffing here, rocking at level 32 with the poison typing and the moveset of Poison Gas, Tackle, Smog, and Sludge. I was told in the comment section that Kaichiro is not going to evolve until level freaking 38. Do you realize how far away that still is? That is another 6 levels, technically 7, because, 5. Again, I just woke up. If my commentary is all over the place on my math or if I stutter, I'm very sorry, okay? But it's technically 5 levels away because we're so close to level 33. I mean, look at that experience bar. But that's still 5 more levels that we gotta get on freaking Kaichiro in order to actually get a Weezing, I swear. But it's going to happen. I am so determined to evolve Kaichiro. He's been around since literally the beginning of the project, okay? This is the final team member that we have who's been around since the beginning and part of the OG squad, okay? So we're going to make sure that we get a Weezing out of this Pokemon. I'm just saying. Next up, we have my boy, Asteroid Mania videos. You know him, you love him, but in this game, his name is Frank the Lapras here, rocking out level 28 with the Water and Ice typing, and the moveset of Surf, Confuse, Rice, Sing, and Body Slam. Next up, we have Skippers, our Magneton, rocking out at level 31 with the Electric and Steel typing, and the moveset of Tackle, Thundershock, Thunder Wave, and Sonic Boom, holding the magnet to power up his Thundershock. Eventually, it'd be really sick to have Thunderbolt or Thunder or something on Magneton. I don't know when that'll happen or if that'll happen, but it's something that I would love to do in the future nonetheless. Next up, we have Maui, our Espeon here, rocking out at level 27 as well with the Psychic typing and the moveset of Tackle, Tail Whip, Sand Attack, and Quickle Tickle. It does not have any Psychic type moves. Not entirely sure why that is, but we'll fix that eventually, I think. I hope. If we don't, that'd be concerning. No held item either, to be honest. A little bit whack. And we have Lapis the Slowpoke here, rocking out at level 28 with the Water and Psychic typing, and the moveset of Confusion, Tackle, Growl, and Surf. And then last but not least, we have Zaya, our shiny Sudowoodo here, rocking out at level 31 with the Rock typing and the moveset of Rock Slide, Mimic, Strength, and Low Kick. So also, speaking of evolutions and everything, I know I went on a slight rant about the Weezing evolution, but Lapis right here, our Slowpoke, is going to be evolving at level 35. So that's another 7 levels that I have to get on Lapis too, which is freaking annoying, I gotta be honest. Like, okay, I guess it's okay to have Pokemon out there that can evolve a little bit later on. They're a bit higher level evolutions, whatever, right? But like, Come on, we are 7 badges into this game, and we still don't have a fully evolved team. Like, that is whack, to be honest, right? Tell me that someone out there watching this video agrees with me. Like, if you agree with me, leave a comment, please, because, oh my goodness, like, that's a little bit stressful, to be honest. That I still have a Koffing and a Slowpoke on this team with nearly 8 badges to my name, okay? So at the end of the last episode, as we were exiting the gym, we got a phone call from Professor Elm, and he said that there was some crazy shenanigans going on with Team Rocket and the radio signals, and oh my god, that is a Quilava! This is not an encounter, though, because we already got the encounter for this water route right here on the way to Mahogany Town, so we can just go ahead and run away. I should have killed the Quilava, to be honest, because then I could have gotten my, like, 2 experience or whatever the heck that I needed on the Koffing in order to actually gain that level, in order to get a little bit closer to the Weezing evolution, but we didn't quite do that. It's not that much of a necessity. I mean, we're gonna go battle the Team Rocket grunts in the Goldenrod radio tower. Like I said, Professor Elm called us. He said that some shenanigans are going down in the radio tower. We gotta head on over there and stop them. That seems to be the plot of Pokemon games in these early Pokemon games. All right, it's so interesting playing through Pokemon Sword and Shield right now so many times on the channel, but then going back and playing an older Pokemon game alongside it. You really just notice so many watered-down differences between the older games and the newer games. Like, obviously, they had so many limitations when developing these games, whether it's hardware or software or whatever that may be. I'm not a game developer personally, so I can't say that I know these things, but it's just so interesting to compare and contrast the simplicity of the older generations compared to the newer ones like Sword and Shield. Like, story, I think, is the easiest one, I guess, to critique. Like, the plot behind Gold and Silver, there really isn't much of a plot. There's just kind of Team Rocket is doing bad things, go stop them. That's basically all that it is. Now, I mean, they have the whole underlying plot of, like, you know, they got disbanded in Gen 1, and now they're coming back in Gen 2, and they're trying to find their leader, Giovanni, blah, 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 revive Team Rocket. Like, there's some substance to it. Like, it's not like it's just a cut, dry, one-dimensional story or anything crazy like that. But it's just so interesting comparing that to Sword and Shield with Hop, the freaking rival, who is feeling just like he's living in his older brother's shadow because his older brother is the champion. Leon, he's undefeated. It's so freaking cool to see the development of Hop going just throughout the entire games. He loses to a bunch of different trainers and gym leaders and everything, and he just has to build his way back up in order to become a Pokemon Master. It's so cool. Now, granted, at the time of recording this video right now, me and Frank just beat the 6th gym leader in the Galar region. So I actually haven't beat Pokemon Sword and Shield yet. So if there's any sort of plot, development, story, spoilers, anything, do not say them in the comments or anything, please. I've made it this far without spoilers, and you guys have been doing a great job of helping me out with that, so that way we can get some genuine reactions in our live stream content, the Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke or the Pokemon Sword and Shield co-op with Frank. Both of those are blind playthroughs. I'm loving Pokemon Sword and Shield so far. I seriously have no bad things to say about those games. Anyways, we have a little bit of dialogue right here to read, so let's hop into this, my dudes. So this is the radio tower. What do you want, pest? Scram! Like, exactly like that right there. That dialogue is pretty simplistic, let's be honest here. You know what I mean? God, I love this music! I love this music! We've finally taken over the radio tower. Now everyone will get to experience the true terror of Team Rocket. We'll show you how scary we are. Like, that is basically the most complex of dialogue that there is in this game. Like, things like that really struck to me since I've been playing through Pokemon Crystal, since Sword and Shield came out specifically. Like, okay, a couple episodes ago, it was episode 21, if I'm not mistaken, all right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was episode 21 of this Crystal Egglocke that you guys are watching right now, okay? Lance had some dialogue that said something along the lines of, the journey to becoming a Pokemon Master is long and difficult. And it's just like, is that really the whole plot that you have to say to me? You're the champion, we just battled the evil team, and that's really all the dialogue that you have to say for me? Becoming a Pokemon Master is long and difficult just sounds pretty generic. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really have any sort of substance. I don't know, this is just my weird opinion, but it's not like it has any sort of plot. I don't know. Anyways, Kaichiro right here is trying to learn Haze, but he cannot learn more than 4 moves. I'm not really trying to learn Haze. I don't think that Haze would be the best move to have on our Koffing, to be honest. I may have just given up on the best move in the entirety of the Pokemon franchise. I'm pretty sure Haze isn't really anything that is worth teaching. Let me know in the comments if I totally messed up. You're about to send out a Seeking, though, which we have better options for Seeking, like Skippers. Skippers is obviously super effective on Seeking. We'd probably be able to one-shot it. Oh my goodness, look at that. Beautiful fish right there. But the thing is I don't really want to use Skippers. Like, Kaichiro is 9 levels above. Yeah, it's not super effective or anything, but I really want to get the Wheezing. So I'm going to leave Kaichiro out, and it'll be a nice 2-shot right there. What can Seeking go for us? A Supersonic? That's fine. That's like 50% accuracy. She missed the first one. It's good. If we break through the confusion in this turn right here, we will take out the Seeking. And... woo! We did it! We landed it! Let's go, Kaichiro! And honestly, just huge shout out to Kaichiro. They've been watching the entire Pokemon Crystal Egglocke so far, and it means so much to me. Like, I'm gonna keep it a little bit transparent, okay? You guys know it. Excuse me. You guys know it. You guys love it. I like to think of myself as a pretty transparent content creator. I love to speak my mind about things, okay? When it comes to the Pokemon Crystal Egglocke, this is definitely the least of priorities for my YouTube content, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, I'm not going to be missing episodes of this, but Pokemon Crystal doesn't really have a schedule to it. It just kind of falls on the episodes, or it falls on the days of the week that I don't have uploads. You know what I mean? So we have been keeping daily videos on the channel for the past, like, 2 months, which... holy crap, that's crazy. But the thing is that Pokemon Crystal doesn't really have a schedule. It's just the filler videos, if that makes sense. So it's not like these are my big banger videos, you know, like the 2v2 Soul Link or anything with Frank. So it just means so much that there's those dedicated cord clickers out there who show up and show out to the Pokemon Crystal episodes as well. That means everything to me. Like, this is basically almost like a passion project, to be honest. Like, I absolutely love doing Egglocks every year on the channel, and that's why we're doing another solo series. Even though it seems like nobody else out there is doing solo projects right now, mainly because they're the least hype, if that makes sense, type of content out there in the Pokemon community right now. Like Pokemon Sword and Shield just came out. We've got 2v2 Soul Link. We've got co-ops and Soul Links all over the place. You know, collaborative projects is the most exciting thing right now. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to do this for fun. You know what I mean? I wanted to play through Pokemon Crystal as an Egglocke, as a gamer, I guess, and I wanted to share that experience with you guys. That's why we're doing this series. You know, it's not like I'm doing this for numbers or anything like that, because clearly, nah. Like, literally, I'm just having fun, and it means so much that anybody who clicked on this video is watching right now. Thank you for just joining me on my Johto adventure. Why would they want to take over the radio tower? Yeah, no, the NPCs. There's just no dialogue in this game with just substance to it. You know, it's so interesting. And look, it's Pooty! Shout out to the 4-way verses with me, Frank, Luke, and Dylan. Oh my goodness, bro. If you haven't watched the 4-way verses, you've got to go check out that project. It is so much freaking fun. I'm so proud of it. Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff. Rate my singing in the comments. I feel like that was a good 10 out of 10. I'm pretty proud of that performance, to be honest. Ha 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 ha! How boring. It was far too easy to take over this place. Come on, keep me amused. Oh my goodness, bro. I am having so much fun with these games. You got it. Like, I just got to throw out there, Rocket Grunt wants to battle. Rocket Grunt sent out Raticate. Like, there's the thing. That right there is a prime example of these older generation games compared to Sword and Shield, for example, okay? They don't even have names for the grunts. It literally just said, Rocket Grunt sent out Raticate, you know? But here's the thing, okay? Not even the executives have names in these games, in the Gen 2 older Pokemon games, you know? Like, there's definitely names of important characters in the newer Pokemon games. If I'm not mistaken, I think that started with Gen 3. I want to say Maxie and Archie are the first Evil Team people who ever got their own names, I think. Like, I know Giovanni exists, but no one else in Team Rocket has a name or any sort of importance as a character. You know what I mean? Everything else is just Rocket executives. They're almost like bosses every time that you have to battle Team Rocket whenever they have some sort of plan to stop. I don't know. Who are you? I'm Ryan, boy. Follow me on Twitter at KingCorphish. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's heal up our Koffing, because honestly, we have 14 super potions. We might as well put them to use. Like, yeah, we could just go leave the building and go back to a Pokemon Center and heal, but I kind of want to take down the radio tower. Like, we got to stop Team Rocket and their bad thing. I'm still not entirely sure what they're really doing wrong. Like, it's just kind of, Professor Elm called us and was just like, hey, Team Rocket's doing something and they're broadcasting on the radio. Like, what are they doing that's wrong, per se? I don't know. I'm trying my best to follow the story, but I'm not 100% sold on this, if that makes any sense. I don't know. We're Team Rocket, the exploiters of Pokemon. We love being evil. Scared? Like, that right there, that game dialogue is what's kind of confusing me, okay? Like, I guess that's the explanation that I was almost asking for, but not quite. Like, I was asking of, like, what is Team Rocket doing? Okay, like right there, that guy, that grunt just says, we're Team Rocket, we love being evil, are you scared? What are they doing that is particularly evil? Like, that, seriously, I'm so confused. I really question this. That Diglett just landed a crit and it did that much damage. Oh my goodness. We are destroying this game right now. We are destroying the Johto region. I am so convinced that we are going to be ending this project with a W. Like, I am feeling incredibly confident that we're going to make it all the way to the champion of this game. Like, okay. Obviously, this isn't like a Sword and Shield situation where I wasn't 100% sure, you know, like how far we are in the game or how much longer the project is going to go. Like, when it comes to Pokemon Sword and Shield, me and Frank just beat the 6th gym leader, but we're not sure how long that project's going to be going. The project's already 27 episodes long, but we don't know if it could end up being 40, 50 parts, you know? Like, we don't know the progression of the game. We don't know what comes next, if there's a route to be had or an evil team to take on or story stuff or more gyms or what. Me and Frank are going into that game incredibly blind, so we don't know really how to gauge how much longer that series is going to be going on for. As far as Pokemon Crystal, though, I know these games better than Sword and Shield, obviously. That's a blind playthrough. So I'm kind of weirdly gauging out in my head how much longer this project's going to be going, because this is already episode 23, which is pretty crazy to think about, by the way, that we're 23 episodes into a project like this. Like, whoa, you know? But on the other side of things, we just beat the 7th badge. It's the Team Rocket radio tower stuff, which I hope we're going to be able to take out completely in this episode, but I also don't know how long this is all going to last. You know what I mean? Rattata, we can take that out with the Koffing easily. That's not a problem. Okay? After this is the Ice Cave, which that'll probably take its own episode. Then we have the 8th gym, which that'll take its own episode. The Dragon's Tower, which might be put into the same episode as the gym leader episode, I think. But then after that, it's what? Victory Road Elite 4? You know? Like, I don't know how much longer this project's gonna last. My guess is maybe we'll get to about 30 episodes, maybe a little bit less than 30. I don't know. If you guys in the comments, by the way, if you're watching at this point of the episode, have any sort of gauge on how much longer you think this project will last, let me know. Like, I'm not by any means being like, oh, I want this project to end. I don't want you guys to get that out of what I'm saying, but almost just for planning purposes, you know? Because 23 videos, that's a lot of videos for a series. Like, our friend group typically doesn't go over, like, 15. Like, if you actually think about it from that perspective. So being 23 videos in is a little bit whack. And just thank you so much for supporting the project this far already, by the way. Like, okay, hold up. Let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about my other solo series, because that might be not a terrible gauge for it. I don't know. Okay, so the Pokemon X Wonderlock. Whoo, boy, that was a 43 part long series, which, holy crap, that is massive. Our friend group has never gotten near that many episodes for a project before. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, but besides Pokemon X, Pokemon Platinum Egglocke, that lasted 30 episodes. I remember Pokemon Emerald lasted, I think, 21, 22 episodes, maybe 23, which is funny because that's the episode that we're watching right now. So I'm kind of curious of just how long could this project really last, you know? I don't know. You think you're a hero? Like, that dialogue, like, you're saying things, but they don't have a meaning behind them. Like, we're Team Rocket, we love being evil. But why do you love being evil? What are you doing that is particularly evil? Like, I don't know if it's me reading into a kid's game too much, or if it's just simplistic compared to newer games. Or maybe, for all I know, it could honestly be both. It could honestly be both. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I really want to hear out your guys' opinions on that, this whole weird conversation topic of comparing the older games to the newer games. You know what I mean? You just sent that a hop if that is easy. Okay, can we talk about this for a second? The level spike, or just the level balancing in Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver specifically. So the Johto region, okay? I'm not talking about the entire Pokemon franchise or anything anymore. No, I'm focusing in specifically on Johto. The level balancing in this region is so screwed up. They fixed it a little bit in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but not enough for it to not be noticeable. It is actually not good at all. I gotta be honest with everybody watching this video right now, okay? So, you take on Team Rocket, okay? They all have level 20s, mid-20s, maybe low 30s, okay? But you take on Team Rocket in Mahogany Town after you battle the 5th and then the 6th, the gym leader. Jasmine's ace is level 35. So you go from battling a level 35 Pokemon, then you go to Mahogany Town and you take on a level 30 shiny Gyarados, okay? Right? You know, that's hovering around that range. Then you take on Team Rocket, and they're back to level 20. So you literally jumped down by like 10 levels. But then after that is the 7th gym leader, where Pryce's ace, if I remember correctly, I think it was 34. I actually don't remember off the top of my head right now. It's funny because I literally just recorded the previous episode yesterday. But whatever. Okay, Pryce's ace is level like 34. So Jasmine's level 35, and then you cut back to a 34 after you fought up a bunch of level 20s? Like, what? And then after that, they send you off to Goldenrod City to go battle Team Rocket at the radio tower, and that's level 23. I battled a level 35 one badge ago, but Team Rocket is right now battling me with level 20s. But now it comes into play of what are the executives about to have? What is the Team Rocket boss about to have for levels? Like, these games really aren't well balanced. And this, the Johto region specifically, it's so wonky, but not in a good way, you know? And as far as like Nuzlocke go and stuff, it really screws up that. You know what I mean? Of being able to be up to par like you're supposed to be in Nuzlocke. Because obviously if a Pokemon dies, I can't use it anymore. So it's a really, really weird thing that's going on where sometimes I'm under-leveled, but other times I'm ridiculously over-leveled. Like, look at this. Okay, Kaichiro is 11 levels above this Charmander right now, which I wouldn't say that's bad. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's bad that I'm just kind of one-shotting everything. Like, this whole Team Rocket arc isn't particularly anything that's difficult or exciting, you know what I mean? But I don't think it was avoidable. Because obviously, I had to grind all of these Pokemon up to level 35 or whatever, 30, whatever it may be, in order to take on Jasmine and Chuck, you know? And then we literally had the 7th gym battle, you know? So it's like, I'm over-leveled for Team Rocket, but I don't think it was avoidable because I'm playing through the game in order. You know what I mean? So I really question what Game Freak was thinking. And obviously these are older Pokemon games, so maybe they just weren't as experienced enough to be able to create a really good, balanced, level-wise Pokemon game. I don't know. I totally could be reading way too deep into a kid's game right now, which I'm kind of sort of leaning towards that, to be honest. But I'm still just like, really? Really? Like, they didn't fix it in Heart Gold and Soul Silver either, because I remember the Heart Gold and Soul Silver Soul Link with Dylan, you're not a gamer, yeehaw, I love my dad, okay? And we remember having this exact conversation at this point of the game, where we battled Pryce, and then we took on the Team Rocket radio tower, and we were literally just like, are we over-leveled, or are these games just kind of not well-designed? You know what I mean? It's such a weird situation, and I really actually can't think of another Pokemon game that this is a similar issue with. My mind, at least when I think of, have they ever done this in another Pokemon game? Of course, you have a wheezing way to rub salt in the wound, guy. Thanks, bro! We're definitely going to switch out to Zaya in case this thing explodes on us, because Zaya is a rock type, so it'll be able to eat up an explosion the best, and also, it's 5 levels above this level 26 hacker wheezing. Okay, shout out to the previous episode's intro moment. You'd understand the reference that I just called him a hacker for having a wheezing that was underleveled. Anyways, as I was saying, so I can't think of another Pokemon game where the level limit is, like, screwed up like this, but my mind goes to Kanto, where it is a little bit messed up. But the weird thing about Kanto is once you get out of the Rock Tunnel, once you arrive at Lavender Town, you can do, like, 4 different things in whatever order that you want. Whether it's the Lavender Town Tower, or you can go take on the Celadon Gym Leader, or you can go take on Team Rocket at the Celadon Casino, you know? Like, you can do multiple things in whatever order you want. After you knock out those things, then if you want to go take on Team Rocket in Saffron City, you can, or you can go all the way down to Fuchsia, and you can literally battle the 6th gym leader before even taking on the 5th or Team Rocket. You know, and that gym leader has an ace in the 40s, and then once you head back to Saffron City, everything will be under-leveled because you took on the 6th gym leader. Like, you're kidding! Like, okay, that dialogue sucks. There we go. That's my point. These games have very simplistic dialogue. But, like, that, do you guys kind of follow what I'm talking about, or am I crazy, you know? Like, I'm really wondering what Game Freak was thinking as far as the level balancing. And I don't know. Is there another Pokemon game out there that's really bad when it comes to level balancing? Or is it just me? Or is it literally just Johto, Kanto because they're the older Pokemon games? They didn't really fix it in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or Fire Red and Leaf Green, which are remakes. You'd think those would be their opportunity to go back and fix problems with older games. You know, things like that they weren't as familiar with could potentially be a problem when they developed them back in the 90s. You know, I don't know. I totally could just be thinking too depthly on a kid's game from the 90s. I don't know. But at the same time, I feel like it's just an interesting conversation topic. And in all honesty, I'm just kind of rambling. Like, you guys know it. This is how my solo content always is. I just love to hop on a microphone and just talk about whatever comes to mind. It's very podcasty style, I'll be honest. I just love rambling. It's just so much fun to me. And it's almost like an outlet, I guess, to just kind of be able to just kind of start speaking my mind and just whatever may come into my head, I just kind of start talking and just strike up some sort of interesting conversation with the core click. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, let's get off the topic of this whole level limit thing because I've talked your ears off about it basically the entire episode, it feels like so far, okay? Let's talk about something different, okay? So, my day today's gonna be a very, very exciting and eventful day because in all honesty, every day here in Georgia is always so busy. Yeehaw, grind, don't stop, baby. It's Sword and Shield, all right? Like, okay, so today's day is looking incredibly busy. I have to record, obviously, this episode of Pokemon Crystal that you're watching right now, and this is a day of episode. I'm recording this video on December 7th, okay? It's 5 p.m. right now. Good God. But I'm recording this episode on December 7th right now, and it needs to go up on December 7th. Besides that, we got to get an episode of Pokemon Christmas up on Frank's channel today as well, which that episode is also about to be day of, and it has not been recorded yet. So after this episode of Crystal, I got to record Pokemon Christmas in order to get that video up, and then Frank will be editing that one. Okay? Tonight is Tobin, Short-Tempered. He's another Pokemon content creator. Shout out to him. Subscribe to him if you have not, by the way. He's in town. He's been in town for a solid week now. And today is his last day. He goes to the airport tomorrow morning, I think. I'm not entirely sure, actually. But to celebrate his last day, this is kind of what we do whenever we have guests here in Georgia to celebrate their last day. We always go out for hibachi. We do it every single time that we have guests, okay? So tonight we're going to be getting hibachi with the squad. You know, me, Frank, Dylan, Lex, TJ, Linz, and then Tobin and Taylor, of course. So we have a whole squad. And Brooks. So we literally have an entire squad here in Georgia rocking out with this, you know? Aw, Teddy yours is so cute. So that is how the day is looking. We got to make sure that we record 2 videos, edit 2 videos, and then we're going to be going to hibachi. By the way, we have been keeping up our daily stream streak, and obviously I don't want to lose that tonight, okay? So after hibachi, we're going to be live streaming some more of the Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke, which has been our current live stream series here on the channel. Now, as far as live streams go, I'm going to turn this into like a slight update video, but not 100% really an update video. It's just kind of me rambling and kind of letting you guys get into my head a little bit of, you know, scheduling and how the content's been looking on the channel as of lately. But as far as live streams go on the channel, I'll be honest, I really want to wrap up the Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke. Not because I'm not having fun. I don't want anybody to get that sort of idea because you guys know I just love streaming. The Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke has been potentially the most fun live stream series I've ever had on the channel, okay? I'm just loving it so much. But I really want to wrap it up because we have the 12 Days of Christmas live stream marathon starting on December 13th here on the channel, okay? And I'm sure a lot of the longtime viewers know this, but every single year on the channel, I always do a 12 Days of Christmas live stream marathon, okay? Where every single day for 12 straight days, we play a different Christmas-themed Pokemon game. And I really, really want to make sure that Pokemon Sword is finished before we start that project because it honestly wouldn't be a good idea to have Sword and 12 Days of Christmas going on at the same time on top of all the videos that we have to get prepped. So in all honesty, I don't think I want to have Pokemon Sword going on during that. I'm sorry to repeat myself. I lost all train of thought. I'm sorry. Okay, like I said, delirious episode. You guys know him. You guys love him. So I want to wrap up that before the 13th. I'm recording this on the 7th, obviously. So I'm kind of thinking we might want to do a little bit of a longer live stream sometime next week to be able to get through the game a lot faster, or maybe even beat the game. We could sleep block on a 12th or something. I don't know. Okay, but that's at least... That's where my head's at as far as the live streams go, because once 12 Days of Christmas starts, that is our focus on the channel, is the 12 Days of Christmas series, okay? Besides that, though, I really want to live stream shiny hunting, okay? Because all my friends have been shiny hunting lately, and they've been making it sound so fun. I really want the shiny hunt, and I really want to get into it. It seems so much fun. And speaking of shiny hunting, I don't know how many people watching this video right now know who A-Drive is. I'm assuming you guys probably do. He's a massive creator here in the Pokemon community. The dude has 500,000 subscribers. He's just absolutely killing it, you know? But he has a series on his channel called Top 5 Pokemon Shiny Reactions of the Week, okay? Where every single week he showcases a different Pokemon creator's shiny reactions that they got on their live stream throughout the week, you know? And Frank, my boy Astromania Videos, actually got his Pokemon shiny reaction featured on A-Drive's channel. So did Luke, by the way, my other good friend, Game Boy Luke. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That was whack. I think my voice cracked a little bit on that one. But, you know, so both my friends got featured on that video, which huge shout out to them. I'm so excited for Frank, because you guys know I love Frank, and I love seeing him have any sort of success here in the community, you know, because he deserves everything in the world, man. But it almost just makes me excited. I want a shiny hunt. I really do. So if you're watching at this point of Pokemon Crystal right now, would you be down to watch some Pokemon Sword and Shield shiny hunting live streams, where they'd be pretty podcasty style, let's be honest. But if we managed to find a shiny, it'd be so fun to just do something stupid on camera, freak out, get hype with you guys, you know, share the experience. And if by whatever chance of the imagination it gets featured on A-Drive's channel, like, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool to be able to have something, you know, on A-Drive's channel and just be able to say, hey, that's me, you know? Because I'm so excited for Frank, but it almost is motivating to see him have an accomplishment like that, and I'd love to get something in the future. I don't know. Like I said, these Pokemon Crystal episodes are very, very rambly, ranty, just venti type of videos. How long is the radio tower? Because I'm looking over at my Facecam timer right now. We've been recording for... I was not expecting that to happen! I was not expecting it! Kaichiro finally evolved! We have a Weezing! We did it! Yeah! Woo! Okay, I thought he evolved at level 38. Isn't that what the comment told me? If you go back on episode 22 of this series, I could have sworn that there was a comment left on that said Koffing evolves into Weezing at level 38. We have a Weezing! Kaichiro, I really hope you're watching right now, dude. Leave a comment if you are, man. I'm so excited for you. Finally! We've been trying to get this Weezing for the past, like, 10 episodes. We finally have an almost fully evolved team. All that's left now is Lapis, our Slowpoke. We're going to be focused on him from here on out in this project until we finally get that Slowbro. This is so freaking exciting. Most excellent. This radio tower will fulfill our grand design. I am so pumped. I am so freaking pumped about this. You do not even understand. Scientist Rich! Oh my god, I have a friend named Rich. It's my boy Raidaway. Shout out to him. He's a Call of Duty YouTuber. You think we wouldn't really be friends with Call of Duty YouTubers because we're all in the Pokemon community. But nah, dude, my boy Rich is actually the homie. He is so dope. I love him. He's the nicest person you'll ever meet, man. I've known him now for a couple years. We got to meet in person when we went to PAX East 2019. We're going to be going back to PAX for 2020 again next month. Not next month, sorry. Next year in February, it's going to be happening. Me, Dylan, Frank, Vinny, Rich, obviously who I'm talking about right now, Luke, Patters, Faint Attacks, everybody in the community. So many people in the core click, which, by the way, I talked about this in the live stream last night, but me and Frank really want to organize a Lapras Legion core click dinner in Boston while we're there in February. So if you're watching right now and you'd potentially like to do that, let me know. Obviously, we're going to be, like, you know, keeping you guys updated when the time gets closer and when plans actually get a little bit more established and organized. Like, right now, it's just an idea, but once February hits, like, expect maybe an update video or an announcement video or something. It'd just be so much fun to do a core click Lapras Legion type of event. I don't know. So anyways, I don't know. That's kind of where my head's at with that right now. But speaking of PAX, though, oh, God, that was so much fun. I'm so excited to get to go back and just get to meet everyone and hang out with everyone again, you know? This might look like a final room. I can't tell. You came to rescue me? When I found you, I found me, lost in the sand, my SOS has rescued me, SOS. Shout out to A Day to Remember and Marshmello. Of all people out there to make a collaborative song, you would not expect it to be A Day to Remember and Marshmello, but they did, and it's such a bob. I love it so much. It's in my top 100 songs of 2019, which I don't know how many people out there know this, but Spotify does that. At the end of every single year, they'll provide your stats of your songs that you've listened to throughout the year in 2019. This year, obviously, for example, it's called Spotify Wrapped. I look forward to it every year. I weirdly get emotional. I love seeing it. Is that what you were expecting? Wrong! I'm an imposter! Oh, yeah, I gotta be honest, that actually bamboozled me. Oh my goodness, do you ever get, like, bait and switched by a Pokemon Crystal storyline? Like, I literally did not expect that, bro. That's kind of dope. I pretended to be the real thing to prepare for our takeover. Do you want to know where we hid the real director? Sure, I'll tell you, but only if you can beat me. That right there, that string of dialogue, that is the full length of substance for story that this game gets. Like, let's keep it 100 quadrillion with everybody watching this video right now. This storyline is not going to get any more in depth than that. Let's keep it completely honest with everybody watching this video. Like, that, I think, is actually a pretty dang good example of what I've been talking about this entire video of just like, okay, like, yeah, it's cool that they did the whole, oh my God, an imposter. Oh God, he has 6 Pokemon. That's kind of lit. Chinchou. Okay, we can leave Lapras out against a Chinchou. No, we can't. You might have an electric type move and we're part water. We're going to switch. Ha! But anyways, as I was saying, like, yeah, it's cool that they did the whole imposter thing. Switch. I'll tell you where the real director is if you beat me in battle. Like, it's cool. But it doesn't seem like it has any sort of importance. It doesn't seem like it has any level of substance. I don't know if I'm reading in too deep into a very old Pokemon kids game. Like, obviously, Pokemon's never been known to have an amazing story that you just have to read and you're on the edge of your seat for and you just get invested in every time there's a new generation that comes out, you know? Like, Pokemon's never been particularly known for its campaign, I guess, if you think about it that way. But, like, I don't know. It feels like there's almost nothing going off of these Pokemon games. I might be reading way too deep into this. Steelix is about to come out onto the field. That is a little bit terrifying, but we do have my boy Asteroid, aka Frank. Oh my God, look at that Steelix sprite. That is powerful. Like, okay. The graphics, that's actually something kind of interesting that I can talk about as well when you compare, you know, the older Pokemon games to, like, Sword and Shield, for example, I guess, okay? So, these games, obviously, we're comparing, like, a 16-bit game to a fully 3D modeled HD Pokemon game on the Switch, you know? Like, Game Boy Color and Switch are so vastly different game consoles that you can't like compare and contrast them that much. Parasong, haha, no, we're not learning Parasong because Parasong implies that we could die, and I don't want that to happen. Frankly, that's not. This is a Nuzlocke. We do not even pretend like that is a thing. We're not even gonna humor that as an option. We're not learning Parasong, but I don't know. It's so cool seeing sprites of Pokemon games, seeing them move like just a little bit, you know. But then seeing them fully animated in a 3D space in the Galar region, it's so eye-opening. It's such a cool experience. It's so sick. I love it so much. But there's just something about these older sprites that they just put a smile on my face. I really love seeing these older models, not even models, sprites of Pokemon, and then comparing them to the newer models. Now, you can even take that type of concept and let's apply it to the overworld in a Pokemon game. Let's apply it to like the trainer sprites or like even just what the cities look like or the buildings, you know. Phanpy is about to come out onto the field. That actually is super effective on Skipper, so we're going to switch the heck out of that. Let's go out to Lapis so that way we can focus on getting that Slowbro. But it's just so... God, I love Phanpy. He's so cute. Easily in my top 10 favorite Pokemon, for sure. But it's just so interesting. Now, having like a three-dimensional character, but then in Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, you're like a two-dimensional little dude where he's literally like that big on the screen. You just watch him. Like, I don't know if this is kind of a weird thing to talk about or not, but whatever. I'm going to talk about it. I've been going for Confusion this whole time, haven't I? I've been miscooking. I'm supposed to, but I meant to be going for Surf. That's my bad. Woo, we got a crit though. It don't even matter, Lapis. You're still out for blood. I love it. But anyways, it's so interesting. I don't know if this is a really weird thing or not, but I love to just look at my channel and just stare at it sometimes, like when I'm laying in bed or if I'm just waking up or whatever. I love looking at the collection of thumbnails and like comparing all of these different Pokemon games and looking at the screenshots and almost like seeing how far the series has developed over the years, you know? And your final Pokemon is going to be a Krabby! Okay, we can take that out pretty easily. Honestly, okay, Skippers would be a one-shot, but I'm still trying to train up Lapis. It's just a Krabby. It's not even like it's a Kingler. We can just kind of go for Confusion. We should be able to take it out. Like, what can a Krabby do to us? Harden, that's raising his physical defense. Confusion, that's a special move. We're fine. We can take this out. But anyways, I love staring at all the thumbnails on my videos and comparing, like, the screenshots of them all and just looking at how far the Pokemon franchise has evolved over the years. Like, it's so cool seeing a Pokemon Crystal thumbnail next to a Pokemon Sword and Shield thumbnail next to a 2v2 Soul Link thumbnail, this Fire Red Leaf Green, you know? It's so sick to be able to compare all the different screenshots and pictures and Pokemon and overworld sprites and trainer sprites and different gym leaders or NPCs. I don't know. It's just so cool to me. I love Pokemon so much. These games, I have so much to owe to these games. Like, my literal livelihood, getting to live my dreams of being a content creator. Like, I'm so fortunate to be in the position that I am. You know, I really do. I really am so appreciative of everything. I don't know. I'm starting to get weirdly sappy in an episode of Pokemon Crystal. Again, I don't know. I never plan ahead of what I'm going to talk about in these videos. I literally just like to sit down and ramble into a mic. That is how my solo content always goes. Okay, I'll tell you where he is. All right, tell me, boy, what's up? Where is he, my dude? I got to know this. We stashed the real director in the underground warehouse. It's at the far end of the underground. That sounds like a very oxymoron. Like, you literally just said underground twice? What? But I doubt you'll get that far. And we received the basement key. Let's go! Pikachu and Eevee was not my favorite Pokemon games, in my opinion. But, alright. With that being said, nice longer episode of Pokemon Crystal, for sure. But I don't mind having a little bit of a longer video, to be honest. We'll definitely wrap things up here, though. So, let's end things the right way, shall we? Thank you, everybody, so much for watching today's episode of the Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Egglocke. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And I'll catch you all in the next episode, where we're going to be taking on Team Rocket some more in the underground warehouse, where it's in the underground, apparently. Terrible directions, but it is what it is. We'll find our way in the next video. I hope to see you then. Thank you all so much for everything. Love you all. Peace. See you next time. Japan.
What is that supposed to mean? I would be a fantastic guest in Japan.
I don't know, man. I mean, based on your recent actions, I wouldn't trust you anywhere near that freaking island.
Bro, can you imagine going to Japan? He rolls up at the Pokemon Center. He looks at Jigglypuff and looks at a Japanese resident. He's like, Boogie!